The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it.
Enforcer_100 is now live. Streaming Madden NFL 25, Tampa get out my game hype and hit a follow, thank you. PS5.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. It's complete to Evans. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. Oh, yeah. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect play.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. It's been a nice opening drive. It's led to this from the 5, 3rd down and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Cade Otten. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Play action now. It's Carr. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He gets that complete to Cedric Wilson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. He'll take this down inside the 30. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Follow your block.
He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Shaheed in motion. Now this looks like a design run, and this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
They'll try to run for it with Williams.
Oh, come on.
And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
Oh, crap.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Got the edge blitz again.
First downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Baker going to give it to Irving. He's inside.
Oh my God! Wow, I missed. Wow.
On display. He's in.
Get killed.
Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Shit.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And
Oh
the
my
Buccaneers
God.
extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Elijah Cansey in on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Carr. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
There we go.
And he's going to have enough for the first down. Mark him up at the 39-yard line.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
Open man down the field, it's Olave. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
1 quarter in the books. 14-3. 2nd and 7. Here's Carr.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now, Carr. He got his man. It's Hill. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Second down and 8. They'll run it with Williams. He is in. Jamal Williams. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Groupie able to add the extra point. Saints are back within 4. It is 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Irving now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. One of the tight ends motions right. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he is going to bring this one back.
Nice.
A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Groupie now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14.
Come on, let's go.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Irving now on the return.
A fumble.
Brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The Bucs offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion.
The run?
On 1st down is Mayfield. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To the left side.
Come on, man.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the gun on third. That's going to
There
be
we go.
intercepted.
There we go.
Picked off by
Shit.
Wilson.
Hell yeah.
Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
No turnovers.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to work this down
Nice.
inside of 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
First down throw for Carr. Shaheed with the catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Carr working out of the gun. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing is Carr. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And that clock down.
A give up the middle with Kamara.
Come on,
Now
man.
the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Kamara. And he's going to have a safe first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Shaheed in motion. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol.
Oh, come on.
In at the 2.
You gotta be kidding me.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. And
that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown Saints.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, like the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Closing seconds of this first half,
Nice.
and this kickoff is away. Irving now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Nice.
So we have a 10-point game here at halftime. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll go play action with Carr. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Clearing them out.
Kamara going to get it on the zone read here. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Carr now. And this is going to be...
Come on, can you hold on to it?
Great work there.
Man.
Things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Oh, crap.
Now on the return, he has
Nice.
lost the football. And the defense has it. The Saints offense
Hell yeah.
ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to establish some
strategy
tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Carr to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A give, and here comes Williams. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. To throw is Carr.
Yeah, shit.
Too much, and he goes
going
down.
for it.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Carr to throw it on 4th down.
There we go.
Man, is Shaheed. That's complete.
All needs a little time to think.
Have the Saints 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. And he
Oh, yeah, that.
through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Already in field goal range. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Here's Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Back is Carr. He's got his man. That's Olave. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll work the middle here with Kamara.
Yo, boy. Get in there.
sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down.
Look at Kamara. Get that ball. Shit. Hell yeah.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Shaheed in motion. They'll run here with Kamara.
There we go.
And he will score. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see
I knew that was
teams
crazy.
work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Nice kick.
Irving now on the return.
Come on, turn that ball over.
Return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
That's kind of dialed in.
Ready to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Receiver in motion. Going right. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. This one is caught by Shepard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a
Let's
1st
go.
down completion of 7 yards.
Press. I want the hard flat.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nice.
Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one on target to go
What?
with. And he's going
Man, he didn't
to
review that.
down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 2nd down, Baker. There's Evans. He's got it.
What in the world?
15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
They trying to make it interesting?
Baker to throw. A pass. It's
My
complete.
goodness.
It's Shepard. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he will score! Game on! Chris Godwin! Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Nice run back.
On the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll go again here with Kamara. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground.
Man, come on.
They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing is Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
Come on, Kamara.
They're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Gotta get Hill involved.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, almost intercepted.
Incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the fourth quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back.
There we go.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, this is Kamara. Not much there, maybe a yard. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Carr working out of the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down. Shaheed in motion. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field. Be aggressive and go for it. But I think at this stage of the fourth quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field goal, make it a two-possession game, and I think now it's really hard for your opponent to have enough time to come back.
And he's going to have a Saints first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
Yeah, it was closer than it should have been.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
That's it right there.
So this one, a win for the Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops for their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints
Broken coverage.
are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.
Touchdowns. Derek, you ain't throw no touchdowns again? Team. Turnovers. There we go. That's what got the game. Turnovers. Time possession. Golly.